So, what are cryptocurrencies and what are their benefits? The answers to those questions will be available to more Filipinos as local platform Bitskwela educates our kababayans on this topic in various Philippine languages. We speak now with Bitskwela's Jiro, Reyes and JC Macalintal. Gentlemen, thank you so much for joining us.
Our pleasure's all ours. Good evening, brother.
Thank you, thank you. First of all, whenever we talk about cryptocurrencies and blockchain, it still flies over my head. I still can't get a grasp of what this all means. So, Jiro, why do you have to educate me and all our kababayans who are watching right now about cryptocurrencies in various Filipino languages?
Well, really, the idea for the multiple languages on the Bitskwela platform really sprouts from this idea, the barrier I saw back then during college when I was teaching cryptocurrencies to my friends and colleagues. I noticed that all of the resources online were in pure English, technical English, right?
Correct.
Now, this poses a huge problem, especially for us Filipinos, for those who may not be as fluent in English, Tagalog. And so I had to make a platform, something that would bridge Filipinos onto the Web3 space. Because personally, here at Bitskwela team, we really believe that Web3 is the next revolution waiting to be really featured and really be immersed in our world today, and I don't want Philippines to lag behind.
Okay, yeah, of course. Everyone now is into cryptocurrencies. and JC, explain to us, in how many languages will it be available on your bitskwela.com website?
Yeah, the beautiful thing about what we're building here is that, of course, we are starting first with the Filipino language and we are expanding on different dialects. Currently, we have Ilocano, Cebuano, and furthermore, we will be expanding to Pampanga and some other languages.
Kapampangan. I'm
Yes.
Kapampangan.
I'm Kapampangan as well. Right.
Kabalen.
Yeah, and the beautiful thing about that is, one of the resistances that we've experienced is that Filipinos were basically the social capital of the world, right? We are the most visited in Facebook activity, texts, Twitter, etc. Why not? What if we can bring that to Web3? So that's the vision. First, Filipinos, then Asia, then the world.
You've been talking about this term Web3 for the past 2 minutes. What is Web3, Jiro, for people who don't understand, just like myself?
Right, so the idea of Web3 really is this idea of the internet, but is owned by the people, right? We had Web 1 back in the 1990s, where the web pages were static with text, things that you can only read, touch maybe, and just consume as a consumer, right? Web 2 came around 2005. We had Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, TikTok, things you can interact with, comment, share, like, whatnot.
I think I'm still stuck in that generation.
Well,
and 3?
No problem with that. The problem here is that with the Web 2 space, the data that we give to these platforms, like these major corporations and whatnot, they control it, right? Now, Web 3 changes all that. It aims to disrupt all of this and brings back the ownership to us users, the one posting the videos, the one commenting, the one creating these digital artworks, these music videos and whatnot, these creative works. It brings back ownership to the people.
Well, that's good. That's good to know. People own these investments. And of course, a lot of Filipinos, friends are now into cryptocurrencies, but generally, in the provinces, in the Visayas and Mindanao, how popular is cryptos, JC, among our kababayans? And do they really fully understand what they're getting into?
Right. The beautiful thing about that is we had an engagement at Cebu, right, with the ICT and some partners as well. And we found out that in general, Filipinos are really interested in cryptocurrency and Web3. It's that we just have to be able to localize this particular information about Web3 so that we can truly help Filipinos own a piece of the internet. And I love what we're talking about here because Web3 in and of itself is really tough concept to grasp, but the idea or the hook that we're feeding in our speaking engagements from B2B partnerships to customer partnerships is that what if you can own a piece of the internet? And after that, we encourage them to dive into our local resources. So that's where the magic comes in.
But of course, the bottom line is when you dive into cryptocurrencies or into blockchain technology, you really have to know your investment top to bottom and bottom up. because billions have also been lost, Jiro, in trading crypto-related scams.
Exactly. Actually, over the past few years, there have been lots and lots po talaga of these scams looking from Ponzi schemes, rug pulls, fake accounts, etc., etc. All these bad stuff preying on the common Filipino, just trying to earn an extra buck here in the Philippines. And that is what we want to solve. We want to equip Filipinos with the proper knowledge on cryptocurrencies. Because of course, with any investment, whether it be stocks, real estate, bonds, treasuries, even a lot of cryptocurrencies, you need to know what you're buying and selling with. You can't just pour your money into something just because your neighbor said it's nice, your friend says, "Oy pare, okay ito." Or your girlfriend and boyfriend, "Oy mare, bilhin mo nga yan," di ba? You can't follow that advice blindly, right? You really
It's like the bandwagon effect, hindi ba? When you get into the bandwagon effect, you're already at the tail end.
Exactly.
Or people already losing money.
Exactly. It's this predatory cycle on where these experienced people who know how to work with the craft with the Web3 space prey on these incoming people who want to just genuinely learn and interact with it.
But JC, explain to us, what are the different kinds of cryptocurrencies? What is available out there?
Right. There are actually lots of available cryptocurrencies depending on use cases, utilities, and all. But the bottom line into what we're trying to do at Bitskwela is we really want people to understand first why crypto exists as part of the Web3 ecosystem. And then we just really want to show to them the risks, the investment procedures, what they have to research first before diving into that. Ultimately, of course, as a crypto education company, we're just responsible for letting them know the different kinds of crypto, and it's up to them if they would engage in particular or not. So that's where our mission, really, that's why we exist, to help Filipinos understand it first. And then once they understand it enough, hopefully they can dive into what they select to choose.
When you go to bitskwela.com, Jiro, what kind of features can we find here? Of course, apart from the various languages that cryptocurrencies are being explained about.
Yeah, so the beautiful thing about the website we created is we made it really human-centered. Now, when I say this, is that all of the features in the website really provide additional alternative methods for people in Philippines to learn, right? So we're not just trying to be this digital textbook that just teaches cryptocurrencies to Filipinos, right? But you also offer quizzes, glossaries, blogs, and even speaking engagements like what we have been doing and been very active in over the past few months.
Is the service free? And what is your revenue model?
Right, so right now our foundation courses are free and these will always be free. Bitcoin course, crypto course, our upcoming NFT course, layer 1s, layer 2s, etc., etc. Our revenue model consists right now of our subscription features coming later this Q4 2022 and our different B2B engagements with which we have been very active in over the just past 3 months, honestly speaking. But there's
You're new. You look like college graduates, you know.
Compliment yan, compliment.
And JC, will Bitskwela have its own crypto? Will it have its own NFT?
Jiro.
Probably on the NFT side, we probably will when it comes to subscription services. On the crypto side, we're still kind of debating on this internally, if we want to or want not to, right? It would depend because creating a cryptocurrency with our platform that's tied to us will induce that certain level of financial risk to our users, right? Now, this may be for other people contrary to Bitskwela's mission on education. So this is something we still need to work out on, but we're definitely open to that idea.
Well, up and away for Bitskwela.com. Congratulations. Thank you so much for joining us on The Final Word. Jiro, Reyes, and JC Macalintal of Bitskwela.com.